All right, so we're diving deep into RoleCatcher today, which seems like it's got everything you need to get ahead in your job search. I mean, they've got career guides for specific roles, they've got interview prep, and AI tools. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. What's really interesting to me is that RoleCatcher really tries to show you how to become the perfect candidate, like even before a recruiter looks at your resume.
Oh, okay. I like that. And you send over their guide for a foreign language correspondence clerk. Honestly, I didn't even know that was a job, but it shows how specific this platform gets, which is really cool.
It is. And that's so important because hiring's changing so much. Like, imagine you're an employer with tons of applications. You'd want a system to help you,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. There's that saying, it's about what you know, who you know, on how the algorithms see you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where RoleCatcher's whole AI recruiter thing comes in. Everyone knows these automated systems are everywhere now, but RoleCatcher actually explains how they work and how to beat them.
Okay, yeah. Walk me through that because the idea of a robot reading my resume is kind of scary, not gonna lie.
It's not as scary as it sounds. Basically, a company gets a zillion applications, right? No one can read all those. So they use AI, particularly this thing called natural language processing, to like scan those applications for keywords that match the job description.
So if I'm applying for a marketing job and I use words like branding, SEO, or analytics, those are like signals to the AI.
Exactly. And that's why using a platform like RoleCatcher is huge. Like, remember that foreign language correspondence clerk guide? Let's say you want that job. Well, RoleCatcher might say employers are looking for experience with certain software or maybe experience in a specific industry. So you put those exact keywords on your resume and boom, you're more likely to get noticed.
It's like cheating, but not really.
And that's not even all of it. RoleCatcher actually scores different versions of your resume so you know which one is the best for that specific job.
So I don't have to just cross my fingers and hope my resume is good enough. I can use RoleCatcher to actually make it better for each job. That's a game changer.
Exactly. Work smarter, not harder.
Love that. Okay, so we've talked about the AI recruiter and how RoleCatcher helps your resume stand out. But what happens after that? Like, how do you stand out to the actual human recruiters?
Well, that's where their focus on getting discovered is so cool. Basically, they want you to think of yourself as the prize, not the applicant.
Ooh, I like that energy. Tell me more.
It's about being proactive. What if instead of you looking for employers, the employers found you?
Wait, really? How does that even work?
So RoleCatcher lets employers search for people based on specific skills, experience, even your career goals. If you have a good profile on RoleCatcher with all the right keywords, you're basically putting yourself right in front of them.
Wow, it's like having your own personal headhunter, but way more affordable.
Exactly. And, get this, because their algorithm is always learning, it might even find you jobs you hadn't even thought about before.
That's the power of AI. It can see things we can't.
Right. Platforms like RoleCatcher are exciting because they're not just automating the job search, they're creating a whole new way to find a job you'll love.
Okay, I am sold. So we know RoleCatcher helps us beat the AI, make a killer resume, and even get noticed by employers before we even apply. But what about the interview?
Well, RoleCatcher has some seriously cool tools for that too, but that's a story for after the break.
All right, so back to RoleCatcher and their interview prep. They've got that massive library, over 120,000 interview questions, right?
Yeah, over 120,000.
Okay, I'm kind of freaking out a little. How are you supposed to prepare for that many questions?
That's the thing, you don't have to. RoleCatcher doesn't just like throw those questions at you and say good luck. They make interview prep, like actually strategic, you know what I mean?
Okay, strategic I get, but you said fun earlier. How does RoleCatcher make interview prep fun?
Well, they tailor the prep to the specific job. So if you're going for a marketing position, you get questions about, marketing stuff. Makes sense, right?
Right, way better than just practicing. Tell me about your strengths.
Totally. It's about showing the company you get what they do.
Okay, that makes sense. But like, what about those curveball questions interviewers throw in? The ones that make you go blank. Can RoleCatcher help with those?
Totally. That's where the huge question library comes in. They've got tons of real questions, even those weird ones. So you can practice thinking on your feet.
It's like having a cheat sheet for your interview.
Kinda. But it's not just about the questions. They even have AI that gives you feedback on your answers.
Hold on, AI feedback. So I like record myself answering and a robot tells me how I did. That's kind of cool and kind of creepy.
It's pretty cool.
Oh.
But it's not about being judged. It's about seeing how you can improve.
So it's like having an interview coach right there on my computer. Okay, what about salary negotiation? That's always awkward. Does RoleCatcher do anything for that?
They do. Remember those employer profiles we talked
The
about?
ones with the info on company culture and all that?
Yep, those. Well, they also show salary ranges for different jobs at the company.
So I can go into a salary negotiation knowing what I'm worth, basically.
Exactly. Knowledge is power, right?
I like it. This is changing how I think about job searching. RoleCatcher is like your secret weapon.
Right. And we haven't even talked about their career compass yet.
Career compass. Okay, what is that?
So imagine you could tell a platform everything about your career goals, and it would tell you exactly what to do.
All right, tell me more. Okay, so this career compass thing, it's like a GPS for your career, right? I'm intrigued. But how does it actually, work?
So think about those navigation apps, right? You put in where you want to go, and it figures out the best way to get there, even if you've never been there before. It's like that, but for your job. You tell it your skills, your experience, what you like, what you're aiming for.
And it tells me my dream job.
Not quite that easy.
Hmm.
But it gives you a kind of roadmap. It looks at your profile and compares it to all this data job trends, what industries are growing, even what other people with similar backgrounds have done.
So it's not just about what I can do now, it's about what I could be doing in the future.
Exactly. It's really helpful if you're feeling stuck or you're not sure what your next step should be. Like maybe you've always wanted to get into marketing, but you're in customer service now. The Career Compass can look at your skills and suggest marketing jobs that actually use those skills, even if you didn't realize they were connected.
Wow, that's pretty cool. It's like personalized career advice, but way more high tech.
And remember those employer profiles.
Yeah, the ones that tell you about the company culture.
Right. Well, the Career Compass can match you with companies whose values are similar to yours.
Wait, seriously. So I could say, I want a job with good work-life balance, and it'll find companies that are known for that.
Exactly. It's about finding a job that's not just a job, it's a good fit for you.
This is amazing. I mean, seriously, is there anything RoleCatcher can't do?
It can't go in the interview for you. At least not yet.
True, true. But it does, give you all the tools you need to succeed, which is incredible.
It's about giving you the power.
Yeah.
You're not just along for the ride, you're in control of your career.
I love that.
And this is just the beginning. AI and all this technology, it's only going to get more advanced. RoleCatcher is just a taste of what's possible.
It's a good time to be job hunting, if you ask me.
Absolutely. And for anyone listening who's feeling lost or overwhelmed, just remember you've got this. There are resources out there to help you, and RoleCatcher is a great place to start.
Couldn't agree more. So, to wrap up, what's the one thing we want our listener to take away from this deep dive on RoleCatcher?
The job search doesn't have to be a scary mystery. There are platforms like RoleCatcher that give you all the info and tools you need to find a job you'll love.
Awesome. And on that note, we'll leave you with this. The job market can be tough, but with the right mindset, the right tools, and a little bit of confidence, you got this.
Go get them.
Thanks for diving deep with us.